can hear the laughter. You guys are coming out, hands and shoulders, and you guys are truly getting such what you're supposed to get out of that part of it. So for all of us, I think we wish we could be in the room enjoying it with you guys, but I know we can't. But for that part of it, but to see those changes, it's been just it's been for us, for myself especially, it's really nice to see that this program and everything it brings together, making this change in people is really a cool thing too. So we have a short little message to show you guys. It's from a special guest. So he would like to say some words to you guys. So it's via the computer button.
Hi, it's Dr. Dean Ornish, and I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the first cohort in the Hawaiian Islands who have finished our program. Congratulations, well done. It's my understanding that, for example, in the first 13 people, you've lost a total of 150 pounds, as well as improvements in virtually every other metric we've looked at. You're really blazing the way for everyone who will follow you, and I'm deeply grateful. I particularly want to congratulate Craig Narita, the CEO of the parent company, Dean Harada, anyone named Dean has to be a good guy, Jake Fujimoto, and particularly the Ekahi team who's done such an extraordinary job, particularly Jen Oakuni and Medical Director Dr. Kevin Love. I had the good fortune to meet your team and spend time together when you were out here last August in our training retreat, and they don't come any better. There will be many people who will follow you and who will owe their health and in many cases their lives to you. And they may not know your name, but you have made possible, and you should really find meaning in knowing that what you've done is really making possible the outcomes of everyone who will follow you. You're empowering people to transform their lives for the better, and I'm deeply grateful. My only regret is that I can't be there with you today in person, but I hope to be back in Hawaii, certainly by next summer, and we'll make a point of stopping by when I do. So, thank you. All the best.
Before we dig into tonight, we have lasagna, salad, some nice fruits and everything. 3 people have their birthdays. So, Creighton
coming up, Thursday.
Rodney and Scott have their birthdays. So. Rodney's got there too, and then
You got cake.
Creighton chocolate, your favorite.
got it. Look at the camera. So.
Birthday to you.
Woo!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. So with that,
Oh, do you have to explain the food?
Just as an update, our total weight loss
Okay.
for the group is 181 pounds.
whole person. We love our whole person.
And out of everybody's cholesterol levels that came back already so far, there's been a total, for your total cholesterol, a decrease of combined of 388 points. Your bodies love you. Your body loves you from the inside out. Very exciting.
Okay, so tonight we're having vegetarian lasagna with spring salad and steamed vegetables, whole wheat bread, chocolate truffles, chocolate pudding. We have a thing with chocolate right now. Chocolate muffins, and also if you don't want chocolate, we have Greek yogurt cream to have with your fresh fruit.
Yummy.
And I think that's it. Okay.
With these boys first.
Yes, can go first.
Thank you for 76 centimeters.
Oh, yeah.
And
Please,
a nice anniversary.
Marianne,
hearing it from my wife.
That's on my birthday.
Yes. Thing
How
that.
was your parents take to the food?
They're fine.
They're fine.
That's what we were saying.
They travel like every month. So they're
We're joking that. But there's like people
So this person, he walked into, I do the intakes with everyone beforehand, and just kind of, he heard about the program and was very interested, but definitely like everyone else, it's kind of very daunting, not really sure how you're going to tackle it, especially the food part, right, because that's kind of usually the big concern. And, just over the past few weeks, just seeing how he's kind of persevered so much, it's been really inspiring. Sorry, I'm getting emotional, but it's just, I've been doing this as far as working in outpatient and working in lifestyle medicine for so many years, and it's just really to see that kind of perseverance to take charge of their life and to take charge of their health was really so inspiring and so rewarding. And just recently, he was telling me how, I've obviously have seen the changes in him physically and just emotionally and mentally, and also just, he was saying how his family and people around him have also noticed this change. And it's just amazing. And even just recently with the last talk, we were talking about mindful eating and how he's like, wow, I never realized how good something can taste. Just, even that one bite by just being really mindful and with the raisin, and then finally, he was just saying, this person is single, they don't cook a lot, and he's just, I've never cooked so much in my life, and just really taking ownership and making those lifestyle changes. And so that's Daryl.
Yeah.
So like Candace said, you guys are our first cohort and we met everybody while you're coming through your assessments. We have a lot of people with fear in their eyes, a lot of curiosity, but a lot of motivation and determination to do this. So it was great knowing that everybody wanted to be here. This person just seemed to have a positive outlook on everything from the get-go, super smiley, just ready to be here, but also busy. Family, work, kids, and it really goes to show you that you always have time for yourself and your health goals. I have a lot of people tell me, I just don't have time to eat healthy. It takes so much time, it's easier just to cook stuff. And it's like in the long run, to do it for yourself and what the outcome's gonna be, and to be a good role model for your children. I learned that from my mother. Everything I do now I learned from my mom, and everyone's like, how do you eat like this? Why do you eat like this? It's just how I grew up. And it really like Candace, I'm gonna get emotional too. Like Candace always says, be the change you want to see in the world. And it's such a big impact on your children how they eat. So it's like your kids are lucky to have you. And seeing you come in here and be radiant and just shine like your name. Sunshine.
Yeah.
Okay, so this participant came to us, and we're so happy that he did. And he is a very dedicated husband and dad, and he's got a lot on his plate, and he manages everything very well. Even though he might not think he does, I think he does a fantastic job. very motivated, and when he commits to something, he 100% commits. Doesn't matter if you lose sleep over it, doesn't matter if he's nearly falling over, he wants to commit, and he's going to give it 110%, which I love to see. He is such a giver in everything that he does, and I think it's a great thing that he was able to participate in this and to actually do something for himself, because I know he doesn't often get time to do that. So I'm just so happy that you're here, and I loved all your weekly emails. I'm going to really miss them, so I hope that you keep sending them to me. Come on up, Kevin.
Okay. This person is great. I think we all have a lot of fun with him. The first time that I met him, I will never forget it. We were in our old office in the Ala building. This one comes to work in her gym clothes, like not even dressed. I've got heels on that day, I'm ready to go. So we get the call that this guy came into the office today, he's on the 18th floor, and that somebody's got to go up and talk to him so we can get him into the program. And usually that's this one's job, but since I had the heels on, I get no pants on and go up to the 18th floor. So I got up to the 18th floor, I went in, I shook his hand, I said, "Hi, I'm Kendra, nice to meet you." Talked about the program, took his insurance card and had him fill out some papers for me. Came back downstairs, and I told these guys, I was like, "Oh my gosh, he has my favorite pen." Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. So they said, "Get up there, you got to get the pen." I said, "Okay." So I walked right back up there into the conference room, and I said, "Oh, here's your insurance card back, and sorry, but you took my pen." And I have it back. And I don't even know if he remembers this story, but it will forever be ingrained in my mind. He really helped me put my big girl pants on. And I'm just so proud of him because he's gone through the whole program, with such a good attitude. He's made all of us laugh. He's always, come in with a really good attitude, even when he forgot the food, but we'll forgive him for that.
So the person I get to talk about is, at first when we created the program, I get to know this person, and it seemed like I don't know how this would work out for him. He's got his game face on 24/7, very serious. I'm like, oh, stress management may or may not help him. But it's just very intense. And it's to the point where, at times you're kind of like, you sit down, you're like, a little bit. But over the time period, you have this person who can now, there's always a smile on his face, and the enthusiasm and the passion for what it is, it's become infectious. And I think we'll see it with the further cohorts that this person has infected more than one person. It's very pervasive in what he's done. And to that part of it, it's the part that I think most of us who are delivering it, when we see this, and then when we see the way that the program is going to be used from here on out, it's such a great thing, and it's something that's so proactive and something that you don't really see in the communities. And I'm so glad that I'll put it this way, he's able to do it and brought this to Hawaii, and is now going to use it as his tool to not make himself better, but to make everybody around him better people, and make people better in general. So with that, I think you know who it is. It's Creighton. Oh!
Smile.
Got it.
It's so funny to watch the three guys over here compete against one another. It's funny kind of you sit aside and watch the little competitions that they have.
For me, this person is kind of the transformation that I saw in the program. When we go through the training and everything, you don't really know what you're going to see. But this person, maybe the numbers weren't quite there for that person, but just the appearance. They physically just looked better. The complexion was better. She clearly felt better. And she took on the exercise portion as gung-ho. She wanted it. In the beginning, I was a little bit questionable. She cramped on the treadmill, that kind of thing. But once we got the weights going, she went all for it, and you can definitely see the definition in her legs. Loves the bands.
Ornish bingo.
And there definitely has a good memory of her asking how she can get rid of her wings, and she has definitely gone towards that and is going in the right direction. So marvelous.
Marvelous.
Thank you.
Oh, Marvis, you're the best.
Hey, thank you. See the.
Okay, so my person I'm talking about tonight came in with so much heart because they were doing it not just for themselves but also to support their family. And just throughout the whole program had a real sense of commitment, even while traveling, like doing the workouts and the stress management in the hotel rooms and traveling to foreign countries and having to adjust the diet. And then just making a constant commitment and recommitment to themselves that this is really important in their lives. And so, Ian, I think you know I'm talking about. So happy to have you.
So, this person is someone that I look up to. He may be my boss on paper, but in a lot of senses, he's more than a boss. He's someone that I look up to. He's someone that I call when I have problems. He's always there whenever I needed him. So, when he took on this program, I was like, good for you, and his dedication to the program, I had my doubts. I can be upfront. He fully committed, the hour of stress management every day, working out. You look at, we were just looking at a photo, and I just saw his face, and I was like, is that the same person? Because his whole face is completely different. He lost so much weight. So I have to share this story because just the other week, this person came to me and he's like, I'm going to screw up again, Jen. I'm going to order chicken in my salad. Right? So of course, me, I was like, Jay,
You already knew.
You, this person, just because you're off your medications and you've lost a ton of weight doesn't mean that you can eat chicken on your salad. You're almost at graduation. And, I felt so bad because he's someone that I look up to, right? And I'm scolding him for ordering chicken. And he went back, he sulked. He's like, I need to change my order. I felt bad. I got him sushi from when I got lunch. It's
But that just goes to show, I mean, like, I think as much as I look up to this person, learn something new, I think we got each other's back, and I hope to support you as we move on past this graduation, but also just know that I look up to you as well for your dedication. So.
So I just want to be clear, it's like being married at home and married at work.
Yeah, you're gonna look through the site.
That even though it's just been 9 weeks and we've seen amazing changes, just think about what can happen in another 3 months and another 3 months after that. So if somebody feels as though they didn't reach maybe their top goals or something, this is just the foundation. This is just the start to the entire journey of your life here. So I'm really happy for everybody. Came to us, and I couldn't really tell if he was really committed or maybe people just pressured him to do it at work, or people are doing it at work, I guess I'll do it at work. And you know, this transformation has been amazing. I swear every time he comes in and gets on the scale, I have like just visually looking at him, I'm like, way to go. I think I get more excited than he, I don't know. It's almost like a surprise. He's like, oh yeah, wow, that's pretty good. Just, you know, pretty mellow about it. I'm like, no, that's amazing. Really committed. I think he's going to make a wonderful, wonderful, if not already, role model for his young kids. And I can't wait. I mean, this has only been 9 weeks, like I said, and imagine another month from now, a month again. The changes that you're going to see within your body is amazing. It's just the start to this amazing, wonderful health journey that you're going to go on. So so proud of you, Scott.
Yeah.
Andrew and I may have left him a voicemail the other day. I got his lab results in before I left for my vacation. And I called him up, I'm like, Scott, you better call us back. I have great news. And Andrew gets in, he's like, you the man.
Transcript, because it was a Google transcript, it said something like, you dumb man.
So, I'm talking about two people today. The first person I'm going to share about comes in with lots of humor with her pal, laughing as she's walking in. My first experience with her was in the orientation, just really sharing kind of honestly and deeply about her journey, you know, in her life, with her health, and what's worked and what hasn't worked, and being open about what the possibilities could be, you know, for her. And so what I've really experienced, seeing her on that treadmill, working hard, and then in group, really going from a place of thinking a lot to really experiencing and feeling, as just opening that emotional heart up in this new beginning, a new way of connecting her physical body and also her heart, really being kind to herself, and that would be Mary.
Yeah.
So number two, okay, so this person I didn't know, of course, before I came here. And when I did look, as I've told some people here, I found this job listing at 1 in the morning, and what is this job? And I looked it up, and maybe the next day I looked in the newspaper, and I saw the face, not really understanding all these layers of all these companies that are somehow connected. Every time I came in, oh, there's a new company? What? I'm still not super clear. So I only know this person from here, from coming in with absolute commitment, coming in, working from bell to bell, surpassing people on the treadmill or the machines, not getting off when time's up. The rumor has it that all hours, there's some sort of activity going on. Not sure if it's validated, really not. We'll find that out. And then even touching stories, and just seeing the transformation of somebody who is, again, not only dropping from the thinking to really living the heart space and to sharing that with us in group, not only in personal life, but talking about it with family and colleagues. And even I became tearful today out on the treadmill. While he's on the treadmill, I started to cry. Because I was sharing my heart, talking about the meaning of this work and this job and the gratitude that I have for all of whatever went on to make it happen. And it's easy for me to be in that place in my heart so deeply when someone else is in that place as well. And so, this is for Dean.
All right. Look at that smile.
Quick story to show you the commitment of Dean and Creighton. So we had a lunch and we went to the Pineapple Room, right? So Pineapple Room, great menu, can't go wrong, food good is good. So there are 5 of us there, and the waitress comes up, and Jen was there. The waitress comes up, what do you have? I have the taro burger. Okay. So he goes around, the next person, what do you have? The other person there was on the diet also, said, I'll have the taro burger also. And the waiter's like, so it goes to Dean and Creighton, what do you have? We'll have the taro burgers. And if I continue, I said, I guess I gotta have the taro burgers. But can I have mine with the French fries? Which course? I think I got like 5 punches. I have the salad. To go eat the dastard.
In teaching the stress management, like, safety was always my first concern for everyone, like from the get-go. And just seeing the progress overall, first of all, the whole group just brings me this sense of pride. Like, not for me, but for you. And so it's just this weird, I think it's like a teacher-student relationship that's unspoken, this sense of like pride, maybe like parents have for their children. I'm not a parent, but it's like this loving, unspoken connection that just grows and grows and grows, seeing your commitment, time after time, day after day that you commit. And this particular participant was the one that I was the most worried about from day one in stress management class. And I didn't really, it is also unspoken. Like, I just felt like a lot of this program, working together with you, for me, came from our heart-to-heart connection and just that opening. And intuitively, I felt like this participant is going to be totally fine and okay. However, for me, it was the one person I was the most worried about. And as the weeks went on, I just kept seeing him in the front row, completely committed and dedicated. And the one day, I think it was like the halfway point of the program, maybe 4 or 5 weeks in, we were doing the supported shoulder stand, and I was like really concerned about him, but he was just swinging his legs up and like getting into the problem, and I was like, oh my gosh! And he missed 4 sessions in a row, or something like that, and I was like so afraid that he would just be lost. But the confidence that built in him, and just his demeanor that grew stronger and stronger, and more and more grace and composure, and the fact that he showed up every time, and the fact that he's just this silent foundation, I think, for this cohort, just being there and showing us it's never too late to start is inspiration for me and also moving forward. So thank you, Rob.
Yeah, Rodney.
Okay. I'm really sad. This one was really there, just from the beginning, like almost one of the first phone calls I ever took. She was so inspirational, just so ready to go.
And it was a hard journey in the beginning. We didn't know if she was gonna be able to join the group, but she's I just can't express how great she is. My story. I go to my grandma's house almost every weekend for big family dinner, and then walk in, and of course the TV's on in the kitchen, and there's chaos, and my grandma's in the kitchen doing Tai Chi, and everyone's trying to walk around her, and I'm like, what are you doing? And I look at the TV, and it's got Olelo Station on, and it's this person on the TV. And the group hadn't started yet, and I was like, oh my gosh, I know her. And my father's like, how do you know her? I'm like, I couldn't say, right? I was like, oh, she's my friend. And I mean, from then on, it was just family to the end. I mean, just welcoming her daughter to our grand opening and her son coming to find me. It's just we just have this bond. I can't explain it, but I'm so happy for her, and that's why I'm so sad that it's so next one. But Lucio, come on.
I'll never forget Kendra. She must have thought I was a nut. I kept on calling her 2-3 times a day, like, when am I going to be in the car? And like I keep on telling you, I jumped ship. I'm supposed to be in cohort 2. I couldn't stand the wait, so. But,
your husband, right? Because she's been such a blessing to us. So thank you for taking her Tai Chi class. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been here, and really appreciate it.
There is something to this, in the sense that for whatever achievements my children have had, she's always reminded me, thanks to me. But that's okay. She did the job.
Ken, why don't you share what you've gone through during the 9 weeks with?
I've become a better cook. I started with vegetable broth. She said, oh, I got to have some kind of broth. So you get the old, put a little thyme, put a little celery, carrots, onions, and boil the heck out of them and drain off the juice. And then I kept saying, geez, it still needs a little bit more. And I said, how about a little bit of miso? And I found that's a good deal. Yeah. Second thing is, I like to cook. So here I'm, I don't know if any of you know what jai is, Chinese root jai. And my wife's thing about jai is, jai, once a year. But guess what we had today? Jai. Just take, and our jai is an eclectic jai. They usually have different kinds of fungi and the different kinds of rice noodles, and they have a lot of different things. They even have oysters, which I guess is forbidden here. And you stir fry it with oil, a little bit of oil, just to get things moving rather than sticking to the bottom of the pan. But I've learned to water stir fry, basically. And basically our jai is, what did we get from the garden today? A little bit of eggplant, a little bit of Chinese silk squash, which I've never put into the stuff anyway before, and a little bit of okra. So that was the basis. And then we have some hand-me-downs from my mother.
Ornish, but he's sort of semi-Ornish in that he's lost as much weight as I have.
Yeah. No, we have a running thing when she says, I got such and such. And I'm almost 20 pounds. I've always been 20 pounds ahead of her. So whenever she went down, I went down just about the same amount, except we're still 20 pounds apart.
Before we go, want to do a group photo
Yeah.
of everybody just to commemorate the
Oh, yeah,
cohort
yeah.
number one?